Good morning, everyone. I'm number 27. Today, I want to tell you a story. The title of the story is The Upside Down Mice. The Upside Down Mice. Once upon a time, there lived an old man of 87 whose name was Devon. All his life, he had been a quiet and peaceful person. He was very poor and very happy. When Devon discovered that he had the mice in his house, it didn't bother him at first. But the mice kept multiplying, and finally there came a time when he could stay no longer. "This is too much," he said. "This really is going a bit too far." He hobbled out of the house and down the road to a shop and bought some mouse traps, pieces of cheese, and some glue. When he got home, he put the glue on the underneath of the mouse traps and stuck them to the ceiling. Then he baked them carefully with pieces of cheese. That night, when the mice came out of their house and saw the mouse trap on the ceiling, they thought it a tremendous joke. They pointed out with their front paws and roared with laughter. After all, it was pretty silly, mouse traps on the ceiling. The next morning, when Evan saw that there were no mice caught in the traps, he smiled but said nothing. He took a chair and put glue on the bottom of its legs and stuck it upside down to the ceiling, near the mouse traps. He did the same with the table, the television, and the lamp. He stuck everything upside down to the ceiling, even including a little carpet. That night, when the mice came out of their house, they were still joking and laughing about those mouse traps. But now, when they looked up at the ceiling, they stopped laughing very suddenly. "Good gracious me!" cried one. "Look up there, there's a floor!" "Heavens above!" shouted another. "We must be standing on the ceiling." "Oh no, what's going to my head? I'm beginning to feel a little giddy. Save us! Do something, please!" shouted a young mouse. "This is terrible," said a very senior mouse with long whiskers. "We must do something about it at once. Let's stand on our head, then anyway, we'll be right way up." Obediently, they all stood on their head, and after a long time, one by one, they fainted from a rush of blood to their brains. When Evan came down the next morning, the floor was littered with mice. Quickly, he gathered them up and popped them all in a basket. So the thing to remember is this: whenever the world seems to be terribly upside down, make sure you keep your feet firmly on the ground. This is all for my story. Thank you for listening.